What's up guys, it's Faded. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing awesome as always. Today we are revisiting a game that I feel like a lot of people refuse to look back on fondly just because of how it was received when it was first released. We're looking at Need for Speed Payback today. Now, the reason that I come back to this game is because it was brought up in discussion on Twitter with a Black Panther tweet, which I replied to. He had mentioned Need for Speed Payback, and I said that this game had some of the best drifting in the history of the franchise, and a lot of people really disliked my opinion on that, and to be honest, I don't know why. I mean, it is your opinion. You can feel free to disagree with it, but if you objectively look at the drifting we've had in games before Payback and after Payback, the only other game that I think really did the drifting well is Carbon. As arcadey as it was, you could chain drifts pretty much just like this just by turning your car, and it was unbelievably satisfying. In this game, Shift Lock was my favorite crew to take over just because of the fact that the drifting events, you would go down these long winding canyon roads with Mac completely mashing the pedal of your car, just going all around all these corners. It was very, very satisfying to drift in this game. But yeah, I don't want this video to just be about talking about the drifting. I also want to mention this game as a whole, and the fact that some people's opinions have kind of shifted over the years, but just in general, it has remained largely unchanged. The people did not really like this game at all, and this is one of Ghost's worst Need for Speed titles. Even if situations regarding how the game was monetized were completely out of their control, it was an EA move to flood this game with loot boxes and turn it into a gacha game with cars, which, you know, that's classic EA, always about the money and never about what the players actually want. But yeah, one thing I really enjoyed about this game, as cheesy as it was the story. It was very fun. Oh wait, this is a drift zone, whoops. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the fact that you had a bunch of characters to control and they all played vital parts in the progression of the story. There we go. Hit that speed trap. I really like this Audi. It's inconspicuous and it's fast. Perfect for the getaway missions. Now I will say this, one thing about the monetization is it's definitely misleading from the start. When you get a lot of playtime on the game and you figure out what the speed cards are and what they're supposed to do, the one you really need is air suspension. You can beat the game with just the air suspension card, and it's really not even a challenge at all. EA was kind of misleading the players into saying, oh yeah, you need all these cards. You gotta buy all these loot boxes to get all the correct cards you need for your car. All you needed was one card, and that was air suspension. And if you really wanted to go for the set effects, you would need either Outlaw or Chidori to guarantee that you would win every single race that you did, because they didn't really bother with balance with the speed cards. A lot of them were just completely imbalanced. They were good for very specific race types, like Americana is like rally centric, so it's like you regain nitrous by jumping in the air and stuff like that. But yeah, let's take care of this mission here with Jess while we talk about the other things that I really enjoyed about this game. Achieve a jump distance of 32 yards. Nope, no thank you. The side bets were one thing I did enjoy, but some of them were just completely irrelevant to the mission you were playing, so I didn't even bother. But yeah, the whole premise behind this game was very, very intriguing. Taking down an entire crew hell-bent on controlling every single race in the city just to make money. This is like how every drug deal goes down. Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah, the cross cameo. It's not him, but it sounds like him. Whoever they got to do that voice did a really good job of sounding like the original. But yeah, one thing I did like about this game was the visuals. It still has aged fairly well. Even in the nighttime, everything's all lit up, the reflections look nice. I love Jess so much. She's probably my favorite character in this game. Yeah, speed cards. Here we go. Perfect example. I guarantee you one of this is air suspension, but I'm not going to be able to pick it at all because I can't predict it. You had an RNG chance, basically, which if you don't know, RNG stands for random number generator, meaning you have legitimately no control over what it's going to give you. And look at that, just a minute gain on speed and in power, so I guess we'll take it. But what you could do is you could trade those in for the cards and sit in front of a slot machine in Vegas and just endlessly roll slot machines until you found the card you wanted. And you could only guarantee one thing. You could only guarantee the base card, its brand, and then what type of card it is. Everything else was completely out of your control. Damn right we are. If you guys want, I'm just barely starting out on this game. I can finish this playthrough if you want. I'm still in the fairly early game portion, so we do have enough content left to make somewhat of a let's play, and I haven't done a full one since Carbon Redux, so if that's something you guys want to see, drop some support down below. I will absolutely go through this game again because it was a lot of fun. Every time I look over here, if you were wondering, I'm looking at myself on my OBS preview window. I have a really bad habit of looking at myself when I don't have anything to say. Here, let's go ahead and do I have any shipments? Oh, I do. Here, so we have 13 shipments. I can demonstrate the stupid monetization of this game. So you got bank, part tokens, smoke. I don't even care like what comes out of these shipments. You want to see what I do? I just do this. See if I can get my camera in front of it.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster.
All right, so we have 110 part tokens were what they were called. I couldn't think of them. We have 110 part tokens, and we can use those at the slot machine to roll for more cards. And that also put us over $1 million doing all of that. So let's go to the tune-up shop. Fast travel here. Trade-ins right here. This is the thing I was talking about. This little slot machine here. You can only guarantee what type of part it is, the brand, and its perk or substat, whatever you want to call it. So for an example, let's just lock in Chidori, and we have no control over the other two right here. It's going to give us something entirely random. And everybody hated this monetization. Well, that's a little better, I guess. Not as much of an improvement, but yeah, it took me forever. I think it took me for my first playthrough around 20 to 30 hours to grind just a halfway decent set of Chidori. Not even a competitive one, but just like somewhat good. Because I would just keep getting repeat items and would have to trade them in for stuff. I'm so glad they got rid of this stuff in Need for Speed Heat. Imagine if they stuck with this moving forward. It completely defeats the purpose of like learning about how to tune cars. Like I know all of us watching this video have interest in cars. I want to learn like suspension work and how to swap an engine and all that stuff. ECU tuning. I don't want to be sitting here in front of a slot machine rolling forever. Okay, there we go. We got the set effect. So we have a 3 times bonus to our stats now. But yeah, I don't want to be sitting here just rolling the slot machines forever. I'll take the extra power and we'll go and do this next mission over here. Yeah, we're way over the recommended now because of all of the speed cards that we spun for. This should be easy. I've completely like purged this game from my mind after that one playthrough that I did. Unbound just had my attention after I finished it because of all the post-launch updates that they were doing, especially Volume 9. The cops in this game, I will say, even though they weren't in free roam, were definitely a big step up from 2015. Ghost definitely got the message from 2015 and buffed the cops in a big way. And these aren't even cops, these are house enforcers. We just ate it in the wall. Wow. What a hit. Gotta haul some serious ass. Holy fuck, you're fast. Get out of there. Nope. Nope. Just sideswipe him. Oh, someone got stuck back there. You ready? Die, bitch. Oh my god, I love the cinematic takedowns. This is like Fast and Furious type shit right here. The drifting is just so smooth. I love it. It's effortless. You just tap the brakes once and turn. I know some people hate brake to drift, but when it's done like this, it's pretty satisfying. Get out of here. Nope. I'm a menace to society. I don't care about completing missions. The only thing I care about is taking out these house enforcers and cops now too. I re-downloaded this game for nefarious reasons. Oh god, no. Holy fuck, he just plowed right into him. I like how I move my head when I turn the car as if I'm gonna be able to see around the corners. There we go. I wanted to push him into the traffic, but he clipped one car. I guess that's okay. Drift. Bye-bye. Oh, shoot. I went the wrong way. The waypoint lines are way too thick. It's hard to tell if you've skipped a road or not. Oh my god, I forgot about that wall. I thought you could break through that. Yeah, you cannot break through guardrails in this game. That changed in the next game. End of the wall. There you go. Back like I never left. These roads are too thin for a police presence like this. Please don't push me on the dirt. I don't want to slow down. Oh, we're almost there. Come on. Look at how banged up the car is. All right, we made it. Sweet. They backed off. Let's do the last mission here.
How about you tell me that in person?
Yes, it's time.
Sweet, so we are meeting the broker in person now. Is there a gas station or something that I can fast travel to that's nearby? This is what I used to do. I would find the nearest gas station and fast travel to cut down on drive time.
Reckless? Who, me?
Oh shit. Yeah, reckless. Who, me? Drives into a wall thinking I could drive through it. Hello, Lena.
Which one you want to hit first? I don't care. Just drive.
Most entitled passenger princess of 2026 goes to Lena Navarro. All right, that's all 5. Cool. Quest line's done. Oh, sweet. We got a Focus RS. Not like I'm going to use that ever in my life because I prefer the WRX for rallies. I will use the new sports car experimental, though. Be honest with me. Do you guys prefer the 16 Type R or the 21 Type R with the redesigned, slightly redesigned body? I think that thing was too fat in the back for my liking. That was a little taste, guys, of one of the most hated Need for Speeds in recent times. If you guys want me to go through and do a playthrough of this series, I will absolutely do that for you. I'm looking for some stuff to put on the channel because who knows if we're ever going to get another Need for Speed game ever again. I certainly hope we will, but if it's not the case, I don't know, man. We're picking up the scraps out here. So if you guys want to see a playthrough of this, let me know down below. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in whatever video I upload next. Take care.